Good morning, YouTube and Facebook. My name is Jeff Blum. The author of the book is To Cross the Answer. It's Sunday, January 26, 2014. And the title of today's 6-minute sermon is There Are Many Gods. There are many gods. Now, the reason for this particular sermon is that there are a lot of people out there, whether they're on Facebook, YouTube, they have different beliefs, whether they believe in God or don't, indifferent, believe in other gods, really doesn't matter. Fact is, like I always said, the most beautiful thing God had ever done, no matter which God you believe in, is giving us free will. And that free will in the Bible's God makes us more like God than anything else. The ability to act on our own and think on our own and not be robots. Now, again, so that you know, the Bible talks about there being many gods. The Bible even talks about us being little gods. Now, those who are born again, let's use some common sense. If you are born again into the line of Jesus, and God is the Father of Jesus, and we are adopted as sons and daughters of God, reborn, taking on His DNA, doesn't it only make sense that you are born of little gods, that you are little gods? That's what you are. The reason why I believe the church doesn't talk about it is because it's a taboo word to be considered like a deity. But this is not who we are right now, because remember, we have not been fully transformed. This flesh we live in is still corrupt. So the abilities that we may have once we leave this earth, we don't have today. The Bible says that we have most abilities and the capabilities, but I truly believe until we take off of this flesh, which the Bible calls corrupt, and put on a body or a new flesh that is incorruptible, we won't see just how God recreated us into His line, His DNA. Earlier on in the Bible talked about God actually creating, I'm just going to say a species before, a species of human-like man before He created man. The Bible talks about God being upset and destroying the whole earth and starting all over again. This is what the Bible talks about, okay? During that original time, what the Bible talks about was that the angels were having intercourse with these human type species, creating superhumans. These are the gods that the Greek gods talk about. The Zeuses, the Thors. This stuff actually happened according to the Bible. And these species of humans actually lived. The tall ones, 8, 9, 10, 11 feet tall. The Bible talks about it, and scientists are starting to prove that there were humans that big. Or I can't really call them humans. They're not, I don't know what to call them, because they're hybrids, if you will. Part angel, part human. And this is another reason why I believe that there was this huge conflict in heaven between angels and God, trying to take over heaven. So make no mistake about it. There are many gods out there. People call themselves gods, and there's history written about Egyptians having a similar story to the Bible, with the virgin birth. The Greeks having similar stories to the Bible. People in South America having similar stories. Does it matter to me? No, you can serve whatever God you want to serve. You don't have to let anybody discredit what you believe about Jesus. People are free to serve whatever God or gods they want. The question is, what has their God done for them lately? To me, that's the question, only because I have to make a choice whether I'm going to be my own God or I'm going to serve Jesus, period. It's a choice. I looked at all the Eastern philosophies. I looked at it all, and my concluded was, this is the path that I've chosen, Christianity. The kind that I talked about here, not the organized religion kind. I don't really like organized religion of any kind, period. It's just not my taste. It's not my thing. It's too fleshly. It's too man-made. it's too controlling. And this is not how God created us. We are supposed to be salt and light on this earth. And I'm talking about the God of the Bible now. And as salt and light, we are to sort of walk in the manifestations of the things of God, of the Bible, and to show why God did not make a mistake when he created man, real man, in his image, according to the book of Genesis. And that's what I believe, that I am being born again through the second Adam, which is Jesus, the new lineage of God. Now, I hope none of that was confusing. All I'm saying is you don't have to refute or dispute whether or not there are many gods and many stories like the Bible. There are. They may even have credibility. Let people think the way they want to think. You think the way you want to think. Serve who you want to serve. Let that be the end of it. You don't have to force your ways on someone else. They don't have to force their ways on you. And let's see what happens when this world ends. Hopefully, I'm right.